right. Hope everybody's doing good. Good day of prep. You know, these practices tend to be a little bit shorter, a little more detailed focus on and off the field with some quick work. I thought we got good crossover work today, offense versus defense, and some good special teams work. So we can open it up.
Not sure if you got word yet, but the NCAA passed the exemption for 4-game redshirt rule to bowl games, so it gives a little bit of relief to Iole and Devin Jackson and Ben Roberts. Have they been preparing as if they were going to play?
Yeah, our guys prepare like that, you know, for every game. We train everybody in our program. We try to develop everybody in our program, so that's great to hear.
How does the transfer portal and having players leave maybe provide opportunities for some of those younger guys to see the field?
Just like you said, right? There's going to be, when you have less people here, there's more opportunities for the people that are here, and we're excited about the guys we got.
What have these last 3 weeks been like for you, trying to get bowl prep in, getting the last touches on recruiting, transfer portal, all of that?
It's the name of the game, right? I mean, that's you got to go out here and adapt. And I think right now, college football, you know, one of the biggest things about college football is who can adapt the best and who can handle all the, you know, the adjustments that it's required. And we've got a great staff that's done a good job of that.
To that, I think before your time here, 6 years ago, there was like 25 staff members. Now there's, I think, 52. How much has the off-field analysts and guys that are on the road recruiting being able to help you with game prep and film prep and all that for this bowl game?
There's a lot of people that touch our organization that help us, you know, have successful wins and, you know, do well on the field. And it's not just the coaches. It's not just myself. It's academic help, right? It's our, you know, our football ops staff. It's the analysts. There's a lot of people that are able to, you know, help and have a role in our program that help us be successful.
Will any of the outgoing transfers play in the bowl game?
No.
So Will Stein walking around, it looks like. What's kind of the vibe with him being here? And I don't think we've talked with you since you hired him. Kind of what was the process of making that decision?
Yeah, just, you know, we were really thorough. I think as a coach, you always have to be prepared for a transition, especially when you're successful. And when you talk about having a staff that you want, you know, to be able to reach their goals and aspirations, you want to be able to create those opportunities. That you got to be prepared for those moments. But after going through a real detailed search and, you know, working through with our staff where we thought the direction we wanted to head, he's a perfect fit. You know, he's an elite coach. He's experienced as a player and a coach. You know, I love hiring people that have high school coaching experience as well because you see it from a different lens. So he's done that, and he's done it at a really high level. The guy's won everywhere he's been. So excited he's on our team.
Do you have much of a relationship to him before the interview process, or
more through people, you know, than anything. Not a direct friendship. For me, it's about hiring the best people. It doesn't mean they're always somebody that you spent intimate time with, but you can recognize from afar. And there's a lot of people I could connect with that were able to point me in the right direction too about what I thought he was, and he certainly, you know, is that.
How have you seen him kind of ingratiate himself with the team so far since he's been here?
Yeah, I mean, transition's common in football. I think it's something he's been a part of before, so it's been a really, you know, great process as he gets connected and gets to know our guys.
Sure. Does he have any role in prep for this bowl game at all, or is he just kind of
he's helping us as a coach, right? But it's a different role than what it'll be next season. But certainly, you know, we're going to lean on everybody's expertise. You got an opportunity to have an extra set of eyes that can help you and an extra set of ears on the field. You want to use them.
Who will be handling play calling duties during the bowl game?
Yeah, like I said before, you know, Coach Maringer and Coach Adams and the offensive staff are going to work together and put together the best game plan we can.
What's your perspective on Will's background by way of recruiting and what he's done on the trail? Just been a shorter resume compared to other guys. You know?
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, when you're at a school like Lake Travis and some of the stops he's been at, you know, programs at like Louisville, he understands what it looks like, right? He's seen a lot of guys walk through those halls. He's been a part of signing some great players and developing great players, and recruiting's about relationships. Right, and if you're a guy that's driven by relationships, with Will you're going to be really successful on the road doing that.
For some of the younger guys who get opportunities in this game, just how much more do you look to see from a guy like Anthony Jones in particular in a game like this, given the departures at edge?
Yeah, I look for all of our guys to be involved. Anybody that can contribute, let's go, right? If you're good enough, you're old enough. It doesn't matter how old you are, right? But this is an opportunity for guys to make an impact.
We know about Christian and DJ opting out. Are you aware of any other bowl opt-outs at this time?
No.
As a coach that's seen a lot of success in the postseason, what is one challenge that the bowl season brings, and what's one kind of benefit or advantage?
Yeah, the illusion of time is kind of what really exists, right? You feel like you have time because the game's a long ways away, but there's so many other things that are going on within the organization, whether it be early signing day, transition of players in and out, finals, right, bowl practices. But the fact that you get to go hit the reset button, really attack some of your weaknesses, treat it almost like an extra spring ball where you can get some additional practices and grow, and then just getting healthy. You know, at the end of the season, a lot of guys are banged up. It gives you an opportunity to get that.
I feel like it's fair for coaches, portal players, high school players, that the window for the portal opening, bowl prep, and signing day are all like smashed together?
What's the question? I guess.
Is that should be done differently? The date.
I mean, there's probably a lot of things that could be done differently right now in college football, but it is what it is, right? So that's what we're going to operate and go.
Got a lot of guys coming back who could be entering their senior year, but they're automatically in the draft, have to opt out if they choose. Have they given you word yet?
I'm not talking about, hey, we're going to go to the field and we're going to play with who we got, and we're going to come back with next. But right now our focus is winning this football game. So whoever goes on this trip is going to be an opportunity to go play in the game for us, and then we'll go from there.
North Carolina.
Yeah, they're a good team. Got a lot of respect for Coach Brown, the job that he's done there. Obviously, they're playing a championship in their conference. Really explosive on offense. Got a great quarterback. They've done a lot of things. I've worked with some of the guys that they have on their defensive staff. I think they do a really good job. So it's a great opponent. You want to play a good team, and we got fortunate enough to play a good team in a bowl game.
North Carolina has a lot of opt-outs and transfers. How does that kind of change your prep for as you get prepared for them?
Not a ton. Not a ton. You're playing the team, you're playing the scheme, you're playing the players, and certainly there's some differences. But just like every one of us, nobody really goes into the bowl game with the same group that they had anymore. That's what's changed in college football. So they have to adapt. We have to adapt.
What makes Drake May so effective, so good? Even if he doesn't have his top target, what makes him so effective?
He's a good quarterback, man. There's a lot of things that go into being a good quarterback, but decision making, right? Ability to throw ball into tight spaces, right? And they have an offense where they can. He gets the opportunity to make decisions, and he's shown that he can do that at a really high level. He has the ability to run. He's a dynamic player.
On the other side of the ball, Cedric Gray just seems to find the ball in a lot of different ways. Just how is he able to do that in that defense, to be that productive in so many categories? Yeah,
I mean, you want to avoid those opportunities, but he just finds himself around the ball, and I think he's one of those players you talk about that just has high production because of it.
There's one thing you're looking for in the last game of the season, kind of going into the off season and your second year as the first-time head coach. What would that one thing be after this bowl game? What do you want to check off the list? We did this thing.
Finish. Right, we want to go finish. We want to finish this season with an exclamation point and do a great job of it.
Can this bowl game be a springboard to just into next season, like a preview of just kind of what we want the program to look like or be like? A lot of people say a bowl game is the first jump to the next season.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, right? I see it as the end of this season, but if we want to call it the beginning of next season, we can. Yeah.
Do you get word yet on Popo in the 7th year? Just yet?
We feel good about that.
So far, the portal has had obviously a tremendous number of players, but in terms of top-end talent at the edge spot and a couple other spots, hasn't quite developed yet. Are you expecting certain guys? I don't know how you would expect guys across the country necessarily. Let me rephrase that. Do you think it'll change, the dynamic will change after bowl games, or is kind of what's there more or less how you're operating at certain positions? Or?
I don't know. I mean, we will continue to look for opportunities to enhance our program if opportunities come across the board, but we're also really excited about the guys. We're still going to be a team that develops our talent on our roster and grows from the ground up. So we're a team that's still going to sign freshmen that we think that we can develop within our program and grow over time. We have several guys on board that we're really excited about. I can't really talk about them yet, but those guys have to be able to come in and make an impact as well.